I'm feeling high.
Hey there, Batman fans. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rohan, and now that we are finally getting a brand new take on the Batman from Matt Reeves, I thought it was time to look back at the ups and downs and the troubled production this film went through in the past couple of years since announced. It was the early 2013 when Warner Brothers Studios decided to launch their own universe based on their DC brand, starting with 2013's Man of Steel and laid down a slate of 10 films based on various DC characters to be released through 2020. And clearly, majority of them have disappeared or stuck in various stages of development. Still. And one of the 10 ambitious projects was Ben Affleck's The Batman, which he was also attached to write, produce, star and direct. Ben was cast as Bruce Wayne in mid-2013 and made his debut as the Caped Crusader in 2016's Batman vs Superman, and later made a cameo appearance in Suicide Squad and the Justice League Frankenstein in 2017. Now it's 2020, but where is the Batman film that was supposed to be released in 2018? And the answer is, it's still in production, but this time for real. Now let's travel back in time to 2014 to see what exactly happened. In 2014, after the release of Man of Steel, Warner Brothers decided to make a standalone Batman film starring Affleck, which was set to take place after the events of the upcoming Batman vs Superman and the Justice League film. Affleck, who had already entered negotiations to write and direct, gave little details about his version of the character and stated that it will mostly be an original film dealing with insanity and taking important elements from the comics for inspiration. Also, co-writer Jeff Johns said that Robin's death could be explored, which was hinted in Batman vs Superman, and months later, Jeremy Irons and Joe Manganiello, who play Alfred and Deathstroke in the DCEU, were confirmed to appear. Oh my god, believe it or not, this was some groundbreaking news for the fans in 2016, and the test footage of Deathstroke released by Ben on Instagram confirmed it was happening. I mean, come on, look at that. It looked crazy AF. And at one point, Jared Leto also expressed his interest to appear as the Joker in the Batman film, which obviously did not interest Warner Brothers or the fans. In October 2016, Ben revealed the film's title to be The Batman, which by far is the only thing that has remained unchanged for years. Thanks for that, Warner Brothers, and a release date of sometime in 2018. If you are coping up with me, 4 years have passed since 2014 until this point in the video, and Marvel Studios has already released 12 films, including Avengers Infinity War. Now you can imagine why DC is struggling so hard to catch up. God, this is another level of, I don't know, bullshit maybe? Anyways, moving ahead in our story, apparently this Batman film was so important for Warner Brothers that they delayed the then titled Justice League Part 2 to accommodate the release of the Batman. My god, this video is getting more and more painful as the series of bad decisions are revealed. Hope you're doing good. What happens next is even more shocking. After submitting the film's first draft in 2016 and the then CEO Kevin Tsujihara confirming that the film is moving forward, Ben Affleck stated in January 2017 that the film had no script and decided to step down from directing it while still starring and producing. Hold on to the pain, guys, we still have a few more minutes to go. As Ben departed from directing the film, Matt Reeves was hired by Warner Brothers in February 2017 to direct and produce. But Destiny didn't want the film to be completed anytime soon, and the production was delayed for one whole year until 2018 so that Matt could complete his film War for the Planet of the Apes. Since Ben Affleck concluded that he had no script, Matt started working on a totally new script and a totally new approach to the character in May 2017 and stated that he wanted to explore the detective aspect of the character in a noir-driven manner, which would be very different from the previous versions of the Batman in films. Matt Reeves wanted his version to focus on the Batman in his early days as the vigilante, which again sparked questions as to whether or not Affleck would star in the film anymore. In July 2017, Warner Brothers were reported to be looking for a replacement for Ben, and as Matt Reeves wanted a younger actor to be his Bruce Wayne, it was obvious that Ben had to put down the cape and call for good this time. And in the August of the same year, Ben went to rehab due to personal issues. And as everyone was happy and more importantly satisfied with Matt Reeves' script, Warner Brothers decided to go ahead with it and set a release date for June 25, 2021. And Affleck was gone completely. And by this time, Marvel Studios had completed the Infinity Saga and rolled out the release date for 50 more films under Phase 4. In May 2019, Robert Pattinson was finally cast as the Batman, and the procedure was fast-forwarded with back-to-back castings of Zoe Kravitz as Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, Paul Dano as the Riddler, Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, aka Penguin, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone, and Andy Serkis as Alfred. Wait, hold on. Since Destiny has some unfinished business with this Batman film, its release date is again postponed to October 1st, 2021 due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. After Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad failed to impress the critics and fans and the box office disaster Justice League, Warner Bros. Decided to reconstruct its DC brand movies on a standalone basis, not following a shared universe like the MCU. And Matt Reeves has stated that though the film would be set in the DCEU continuity, it will have minimal references and cameos of other DC films and characters. So that was the history of the Batman film, which would be released 7 years after it was announced, which clearly shows how complicated and complex one film's development was made. The only reason I included the timeline of the Marvel movies was to just show that they made 15 movies and broke records, and DC was still struggling to make just one Batman film at the same time. I'm a DC fan though. So hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel for more stuff.